belly. All right, so go ahead and press play on your playlist and we'll start on our back. So make your way down. Legs however you like. So if you want something out long for Shavasana, you can do that. Or, any low back issues happening, just bend the knees. You can walk the feet out as wide as the mat, let the knees all in together. We're just going to start with some nice deep breaths to bring us into this moment, this space. So here we go. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through the mouth. Again, deep breath in. Fill the lungs. Fill the belly. And then exhale everything out. Again, deepest breath in. Longest breath out. Slowing down. One more time. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, closing the eyes, if you haven't already, allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm here, in and out, through the nose. As you begin to feel the weight of your body, just pressing down against the mat. Starting to notice those different points of contact here with the body against the floor. And then we'll just start scanning down from the top of the head, down to the toes. Just nice and slow and even. Just noticing how the body is feeling in this moment. Not really judging. So if you're feeling a little restless, a little bit tense, it's all right. Just seeing if you can relax. And then shifting your attention now to your breath. Notice where in your body you feel that movement of your breath. So that could be in and out through the nose, or in the rising and falling of the chest or the belly. You're just following the breathing here for a moment. And starting to notice more of your exhales. So really emphasizing those exhales. Noticing how as soon as the exhale ends, the inhale begins. And then noticing the opposite. So as soon as the inhale ends, the exhale begins. Just noticing that shift there. And then just for a second here, letting the mind be free to do whatever it wants to do. No effort. And then shifting the attention back to the body now. Back to the weight. Pressing down. Starting to notice any sounds. Envisioning that space around. Then when you're ready, you can gently open the eyes and just pause for a moment before moving. Notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, finding some movement in the body, rocking the head side to side. And then a nice good morning stretch. Arms reach up and overhead, toes point to the edge of the mat. And then hugging the knees up into chest. Hands come to the top of the knees. You can rock side to side here. Just massaging your lower back. And then we'll keep that right leg tucked in. Send the left leg out long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right knee over towards the left. Right arm opens up. And then option to kind of shimmy that left hip over towards the right just a little bit. Get you a little deeper into that twist. And really emphasizing those belly breaths here. So we shift back to center, shimmy the hips back, left knee meets the right, and then right leg extends long, left knee hugging in. Keep nice and active through the toes here, and then take a deep breath in. Exhale, left knee over towards the right, left arm opens up. Ooh, maybe you experience some pops. Gotta love that. So if your knee doesn't quite touch the floor here, it's all good. You can bring a block there or a pillow, or you can just let it hang. Doesn't really matter. One more big juicy breath here. And then slowly shifting back. Right knee meets the left. And then we'll drop the feet down on the mat, Supta Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees open up wide. One hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. And we're here for 5 big breaths. So make them nice and big, full. Flooding the brain with oxygen. Two more in and out. Really emphasizing all the air out. Last time, biggest breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Awesome. Hands come to the outside edges of the legs. Guide the knees back to center. Walk the feet out as wide as the mat. Let the knees fall in together. Just releasing the low back for a moment. Then we'll walk the feet back in line with the hip points. Slowly begin to windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And then we'll hug both knees up into chest Hands come to the back of the thighs this time. Then we'll rub a couple times along the spine, as many times as you like. And then we'll meet together in a nice tall seat. I like to sit up on a blanket or a block or a pillow. So when you arrive sitting up tall, I feel so good, you guys. That breath we're going to be getting really calmed me down. It's very nice. So hands on top of the knees, chest is lifted, shoulders back, and we're just going to do some upper body cat-cow. So drawing a line with the nose up, slight arch in the spine, and then drawing that line down. Rounding through the spine. Inhale, look up. You can kind of press into the knees, get a little deeper into your back bend, and then exhale, round through. Couple more rounds on your own here. Let's do one more, and then we'll meet back in that nice tall seat. And then whichever leg you have in front here, go ahead and switch it. Okay, hands will come back to the knees, and then we're just gonna do some big circles with the chest. So go over to one side, move forward to the other side and back. Nice and slow. Big, juicy breaths. And then we'll reverse the circle. And then we'll be back in that nice tall seat. Arms come down by your sides. We'll inhale, right arm high. Exhale, reach over to the left. Inhale, pull the elbow back. So elbow comes behind the ear here. If you find that it's not, just lift the arm up a little higher. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to the other side. So lots of length in the side body here. Both side bodies. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, walk the hands out in front. So if you don't go all the way down, it's all good. Just as far as you can. Keep the sitting bones rooted down. See if you can relax the forehead down. And then we'll slowly walk ourselves back up. Whichever foot you have in front, go ahead and switch it again, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Balance out. Okay, so arms down by your sides. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, shoulder back. Open the chest. Exhale, reach. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, spiral. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands out in front. Now one side might be a little different than the other. Maybe you don't come down as far. But it's all good, baby, baby. So no worries. Relax the neck. No tension. And then slowly walk yourself up. One more seated posture. Left hand's gonna come to the top of the right thigh, and then right arm sweeps behind. Okay, inhale, grow tall. Exhale, look to the right. Two more big breaths here. So really emphasizing those belly breaths. And then releasing, coming back to center. Same thing, other side. So right hand, left thigh. Left arm sweeps behind. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. So nice and tall through the spine, through the crown of the head. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Back to center. Now we're going to make our way to tabletop. So when you arrive, right away noticing your alignment. Palms spread nice and wide. Wrists, elbows, shoulders stacked, knees and hips stacked. And then we're going to move through some cat-cow. So, inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone, press into the mat. Inhale, looking up, cow pose. Exhale, rounding through cat. Okay, couple rounds on your own here. And then option to find any other movements that feel awesome to you. So maybe drawing some huge circles with the rib cage. One way and the other. Or with the tailbone, sitting back into child's pose. Perks of an at-home practice, you can get as weird as you want. Nobody's watching. Well, except you guys are watching me. But hopefully you're, more focused on your own practice. Couple more breaths. Awesome. And then bring the big toes together. Walk the knees out super wide. Send the hips back. Extend child's pose. Forehead comes down to the mat. And then you can rock side to side. Waking up that intuition. And then we'll slowly make our way back up. Okay, so leave the legs how they are. Option to walk them into tabletop if you like that. I just personally like this pose better when I'm threading the needle, because that's what we're doing. So shifting the weight over into the left hand, draw a line up the left arm with the right, and then all the way up through the collarbones, and then reach the right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, thread the needle. So right hand behind the left, come onto the outside of the right shoulder. Left arm can extend towards the top of the mat, or maybe up and overhead. Option to externally rotate the hand and reach it around for the low back, or the top of the right thigh for a bind. Press into the right hand, the back of the right hand. Get yourself a little deeper into the twist. And if you're in a bind, slowly begin to unwind. Left hand plants down. Press yourself up, right arm high to the sky. And the right hand back down to the mat. Same thing, other side. Draw that line. So really emphasizing that opening in the chest here. And then left arm reaches high. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle and let something go. Maybe your day didn't quite go as planned. Or maybe something else, but none of that really matters right now. What matters is right now, this is you time. We're on a magic carpet ride. All right. So slowly begin to unwind. Right hand plants down, press yourself up, left arm high, and back down to the mat. Walk the knees in. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes, sit back on the heels, Option to do this down on the ground, or, you know, if your toes are feeling super stretchy, awesome, then we'll sit all the way up on the toes. We're just gonna do some easy wrist stretches here. So just getting into forearms, one side and the other, pull the hands back, don't forget about the thumb. Okay, a couple of wrist circles, one way and the other. Little yoga for the brain here. Arms come out, turn them away, cross the arms, hook the hands, and then hug them in. Woo! It's okay if you can't do this. I can only do this on one side, honestly. But I'm still gonna try on the other side, so that's where the yoga for the brain comes in. Opposite hand on top. But you know what? It's all good. I'm gonna keep trying. One day. See, these can be micro movements here. Okay, we'll release off the toes. They're probably screaming at you. So you can tap them out if you like. I personally don't like to slam my toes into the ground, but that's just me. So I'm gonna flip onto the top of my feet, sit back in Virasana, Hero's pose, and then arms come out to a T, setting up for eagle arms. So right elbow over the left, wrap the arms around. If you can reach the palm, cool. If you can't, still cool. Okay, send the gaze through the palms. And then we'll inhale, slowly begin to lift up. Exhale, round the spine. So come into a little ball. Get nice and deep into the back of the shoulders. And then option to sway a little side to side here. Nice and slow, begin to lift up to a neutral spine. Unravel the arms, little counteracting pose, and right into the other side. Left elbow over the right, wrap them around. Gazing through the palms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round through. Your choice to sway or stay. And then we'll slowly lift up. Unravel the arms. Counteracting pose, and then we'll make our way to plank pose. Okay, so no rush. When you arrive, fingertips spread super wide, really pressing into all 10 fingers, all 10 knuckles, but especially that place between the pointer finger and the thumb. Okay, hips are level with the shoulders, so we're not like this or like sinking down. We're right perfect in the middle. Okay, heels reach back, crown reaches forward. And we're gonna shift forward on the toes, hug the elbows into the side body, option to drop the knees, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Okay, untug the toes in the back, arms come out to a T, fingertips down on the mat, or on the ground, just outside of the mat. And then inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, variation. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, press into the tops of the feet. Lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, maybe you lift the hands this time. Exhale, lower down. Awesome. Hands come right underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up through a plank or tabletop. And then send the hips high, downward facing dog. We're here for 5 juicy breaths. So just pedaling it out, you know, bending the knees, straightening through one leg and the other. Keep the spine nice and long, hips are high. Nice and active through the neck, so gazing back at your toes. Then we'll slowly make our way to the top of the mat. Meeting there in forward fold.
super generous bend in the knees here, belly to thigh contact, and then grab the elbows, rock side to side, drop the crown of the head parallel to the earth. And then we'll release the hands down to the mat. And nice and slow, begin to roll it up, zombie style, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then head comes up last, shoulders roll back. Here in our Tadasana mountain pose. So take a look down at your feet. Make sure the inner arches are nice and parallel, about hips distance apart. Okay, belly in, chest is lifted, tailbone tuck, shoulders back, arms down by your sides. Have a slight bend in the knee. Okay, and here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Look up. Exhale, arms out wide as you fold forward. Bend the knees. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, hands to the thighs, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms high. Reach all the way back up. And then exhale, hands to heart. Just a little half sun salutation to wake you up. We're going to do that again. So arms come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Maybe hands come to the shins this time. Exhale, refold. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome. Now we're going to move on to sun salutation A. So arms come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right foot back, then the left foot back. To plank pose. Okay? Shifting forward on the toes. We'll hug the elbows in. Option drop the knees. Lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Arms come out to that T once again. And then we'll inhale, lift the chest. Bend the right knee. Look over the right shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bend the left knee, look over the left shoulder. Exhale, lower down. This time, inhale, bend both knees. Maybe look up just a little bit for a nice front body stretch. Exhale, lower down. Awesome. Hands come right underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up to plank. Elbows in. Send the hips high. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Warming up. Awesome job. Make your way to the top of the mat. So either one big step or a couple steps. And then inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms high. Hands come together and we'll fold all the way back down. Hands to the midline. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back, then the right foot back. Because we gotta even out. Okay, and then your choice of vinyasa here, so you can belly to cobra again this time, or if you're feeling it, chaturanga dog. Then we'll all meet together in downward facing dog. Hips are high, spine is long. Feels heavy, so maybe a bend in the knees. It's all good. And then think about, if you did one big step to the top of the mat, think about which foot you led with, and then this time do the opposite, okay? So meet at the front of the mat, and then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart. So just a little fun option here. You don't have to do it, but if you want, it's kind of fun. Take a block. If you have a block or like something of equivalent block size, place it between your legs, and then we're going to do another sun salutation with the block. The goal is to not drop the block. So it just kind of helps you keep that distance, that squeezing in sensation. So, try it out or don't. And we'll be back at the front edge of the mat, okay? Here we go. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, hop back, plank pose. Okay, your choice flow here. And then downward facing dog is where we'll meet. So if you didn't drop the block, you're awesome. If you did, you're still awesome. Okay, from here, we're gonna slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Sit back on the heels, Virasana Hero's pose. This is where you would remove the block. Come back to you, block friend. Just take a second. Notice the change in energy now that we're a little bit warmed up. Hopefully you're feeling good. Okay, and then we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. From here, walk the feet together, big toes touch. And then we'll inhale, right leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip. So really pulling that right foot back towards your glutes. Gazing back at your left foot. Weight is evenly distributed through both hands. Okay, inhale, realign to your three-legged dog so hips are nice and level. And then exhale, hug that right knee into chest. Plant the foot between the palms. Lower the back knee down. And then if you have blocks nearby, grab them. We're coming into half splits. So rock back, straighten the leg, roll that foot forward. That feels good. A nice long spine here, really targeting that hamstring. And if you're way up here like me, it's all good. Maybe it's just your body anatomy. Or maybe you played a lot of sports when you were young and didn't stretch a lot. So this is your muscle memory, but it's okay. It all feels the same. It might look different, but we're all getting this nice, juicy hamstring stretch. So let's slowly roll back onto that foot. Remove the blocks. Hands frame the foot, tuck the toe. We'll kick this right leg back up, three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog. Same thing, other side, left leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip. So really lifting that left knee up, left heel squeezing in. Then inhale to your three-legged dog. Exhale, hug the left knee into chest, plant the foot between the palms. Drop the knee, come back to your blocks. Moving into half splits once again. Left toes lift. Spine long. Really breathing into the back of the leg here. One more breath. And slowly rolling over onto the right foot, hands frame the foot, tuck the toe, lift the knees, kick the foot up, three-legged dog, and then downward facing dog. Awesome job. Step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome. Walk the feet together here. Got to do at least one chair pose. Everybody's favorite pose. Okay, so small space between the heels. Option to have your feet at hips distance if you prefer. And then we'll inhale, arms high, hips back, sitting into your chair pose. See if you can sit a little lower. Belly in, chest is tall. Take a look down at your knees, make sure you can see your toes. And then we'll lift the toes, feel all four corners of the feet rooting down. Set the toes back down. Option, bring the hands to heart center, just killing your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or hop back to your plank pose in your choice flow. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Awesome job. Inhale. Big exhale. Here we go. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Look under your left shoulder, or your left armpit, excuse me. See if you can see your right foot. Hey, foot. Cool. Inhale, realign. Three-legged dog. Exhale, hug that right knee into chest. Plant the foot between the palms. Pivot the back foot 45 degrees and open up warrior two. Okay, so we're nice and tall here. So we're not leaning. I know it's kind of easy. Hips open, level. Take a look at your right knee. Make sure you can see your right big toe. Left foot, the back of the left foot, pressing down into the mat. Arms nice and straight, gazing over that front middle finger. Right elbow comes to the right knee. Left arm reaches up and overhead. So if you find that you're kind of collapsing here, just bring that arm straight up to the sky. See if you can maybe hover this right arm. So we're using the core to keep ourselves nice and lifted, maybe up and overhead like a beach ball. Also, option to bring this left arm around for a bind. Okay, you can bring it to the low back or the top of the right thigh. Option to bring the right arm underneath the right leg. Reach around for that left hand. Sink nice and deep into the knee. If you're in a bind, begin to unwind. And then we'll use the core to lift ourselves back up. Warrior two. Right arm lifts up. Reverse warrior. Sinking down into that right knee. Awesome. Hands come back to the horizon. We'll straighten through that right leg. Left hip back, right hand forward. Keep all this length in the side body, and then right hand down. Left arm high. Okay, so try not to get way down here. We want to keep lots of length in the side body. Gazing up towards that left hand. And then we'll slowly bend into that right knee. Lift yourself up, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Lift the left heel and then right arm up to the sky, coming into a twist. Right hand back down to the mat. Kick the right foot up, three-legged dog. Now keep the leg lifted and shift forward into plank. Flow through a vinyasa. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. Hips are high, spine is long. And here we go, right into the other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Look under your right armpit. Maybe you find your right foot. Your left foot. Hey, I see you. Okay. Inhale, realign, three-legged dog. Exhale, hug that left knee into chest. Plant the foot between the palms. Pivot the back foot. Open up. Warrior two on the other side. Face you guys. So again, check your alignment. Arms are spread, nice and wide. You can see your big toe. Back foot is pressing down into the mat. Hey, and no worries if you're like not in your deepest warrior two ever. It's okay. Yeah. Whatever you're feeling. Okay, left elbow, left knee, right arm reaches up and over. Keep that shoulder nice and open. Okay, option to play around with hovering or maybe a bind, whatever you like. I know binds can seem sort of intimidating, but once you hit them, that's when the muscles relax because you have that grip, right? You're in that bind, slowly begin to shift back. Then we'll use the core, lift yourself up. And then left arm reaches up, reverse warrior. Gazing up. And then shifting back to your warrior two, straighten through that left leg, right hip back, left hand forward, and down. Extended triangle pose. So option to bring that hand to a block. You just want to avoid the knee, so either above or below, or option to let it hover. Nice, full conscious breathing here. And then slowly bend into the left knee, shift back, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Kick that left leg up, three-legged dog. Keep it lifted, shift forward into plank, and flow through a vinyasa. We'll all meet together in downward facing dog. Awesome job. Slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Knees together, feet together. Sit back, child's pose. Arms down by your sides. Give yourself a little rest. Find your breath. See if you can slow it down. Couple rounds of breath here. Nice full conscious breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way back to downward facing dog. Awesome job. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Inhale, realign, three-legged dog. Exhale, hug the right knee in, coming into pigeon pose. So right knee behind the right wrist, right foot behind the left wrist. Keep a little bit of activity in that right foot. And you know, if you're at this harsh 45-degree angle, that's okay. If you're super open in the hips and the knees, you can bring this at more of a 90-degree angle up parallel to the frontage of your mat. But for some of us, that's just not realistic. It's okay. Option to place a block or a blanket underneath your seat to keep the hips nice and level. Okay, and then we'll start upright, like so. Take a look back at your left foot. Make sure it's nice and long on the mat. Okay. Option to stay here or slowly begin to lower. Maybe you come down onto the forearms. Maybe not. But wherever you're at, I'm just taking some big, loving breaths. And then nice and slow, begin to walk up. Tuck the toe, lift the knee. And then we'll kick that right leg up. Three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. One breath. And then moving on to the other side, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Inhale, realign. Exhale, hug it in, coming into your pigeon pose on the other side. One side might feel a little easier than the other. That's normal. So again, we'll start sitting up tall, take a look back. Make sure that foot is nice and long. And then slowly begin to lower. Wherever you're at. Big, slow breaths. And we'll slowly walk ourselves back up. Tuck the toe, walk the knee up. Lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. And then downward facing dog. Awesome job. Drop the knees down to the mat. We're just going to move the legs over to one side and come back onto our seat. Legs extend long. Dandasana, stack pose. Then we'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. So hands come to the outside edges of the feet. If they don't quite meet, just bend the knees a little more. And then really flexing, flaring the toes. We're gonna pull the outside edges of the feet parallel to the inside edge. So that should light up the hamstrings. Pretty nice. And then just relaxing the forehead down towards the knees. Slowly begin to roll up. We'll come into reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So hands behind you. If you're coming into plank, point the toes, press into the heels, lift the hips up. Tabletop, same deal, feet down on the mat. Bent knees. And we'll slowly come down. Awesome. Coming into cobbler's pose from here. Feet come together. And then if you're super open in the hips, you can pull the feet all the way up, or maybe we keep them a little farther away, have this diamond shape. And then nice and slow begin to fold forward. If you'd like, you can bring the hands underneath the legs. Just allowing the body to relax down. And slowly begin to release. Hands come to the outside edges of the knees, bring them to center, walk the feet out. Hands come behind you, and then we'll just winch over the legs from side to side. Awesome. From here, we'll make our way onto our backs. However you like. Nice deep movement. And then hugging the knees up into chest. Give yourself a little hug, rock around. Then we're going to come into half happy baby. So drop the left foot down on the mat. Right foot comes into a stirrup. Lift the right foot up towards the sky. Bringing that right knee down towards the side body. And we'll release that right foot. Right ankle comes to the top of the right thigh, coming into a figure four. Pressing up off the left foot. Hands reach for the back of the left thigh. Option to press the right elbow into the right knee, get a little deeper into the stretch, or hands come to the top of the left shin. If you find that your shoulders are lifting up, then just back out a little bit. Release that left foot down, and then right foot comes over to the left side edge of the mat. So coming into a twist here. Okay, relax the knees, right arm opens up. And then we'll shift the legs all the way over to the right side. So keep that foot hooked. If it doesn't feel awesome on your knees, you can unhook it, but we're just getting into that left hip flexor here. And slowly shifting back to center. Right leg high to the sky, right foot back down to the mat. Same thing other side, so left leg comes into that half happy baby. Find some movement, bend and straighten through the leg. And then we'll release that left foot to the top of the right thigh. Coming into that figure four stretch on the other side. So nice and active through the feet. Whichever variation meets your needs, whatever you're feeling. And then releasing that right foot down, coming into the twist. So left foot to the right side of the mat, left arm opens up. And then slowly shifting back through center all the way over to the other side. Keep that foot hooked. And then making your way back to center. Left leg lifts up, back down to the mat. Hug both knees into chest one more time. Full expression of happy baby. So both hands come to the feet. Walk around. Find some childlike movement. Smile. And then we'll release the legs. Windshield wiper side to side until eventually they extend long for our final Shavasana. So when you arrive, arms down by your sides. Allow the feet to fall out wide. I invite you to close the eyes here. And return to that feeling of gravity. Allow everything to be soft, heavy. Allow yourself to just be. No effort, just exactly as you are. If the mind begins to wander here, it's totally normal. But just seeing if you can keep your attention on this present moment. So whether that's physical sensations in the body, or the breath, just noticing when you get distracted, and shifting back. Allow yourself this moment to just bask in this post-yoga glow, however cheesy that sounds. You know what I mean. This feeling, having worked, having moved, having been connected. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Longest breath out. Slowly we'll begin to find some movement, starting with the fingers and the toes. And when you're ready, rolling onto either side, whichever one is fine. Just pausing there for a moment. In this fetal position, symbolizing rebirth. So take a moment and just think about how you want to rebirth in this moment. How do you want to go about the rest of your day, your week? So take this moment to set an intention, whatever that means to you. Today, my intention is to trust that what is meant for me will be. And when you're ready, you can press yourself up into a seat. Meeting me with hands at heart center and eyes closed and soft focus. As we seal today's practice with a moment of gratitude for our beautiful bodies, for this beautiful practice. And I give you my deepest gratitudes for allowing me to guide you through your yoga journey, being patient with me. It is truly such an honor and always a pleasure to be here with you. Till next time, namaste. Thank you guys. Gonna go ahead and stop this recording.
Thank you, Jen.